she did something on the computer, and I didn't understand how she got it. I was like, hey, can you show me how you did that thing on the computer? And she actually said, word for word, ugh, you're all so old. I was like, I will take you by your hair and toss you over the fucking counter if you ever say that to me again. Plug it up, plug it up. Sorry, period. Carrie. I love the free cereal. You caught me in the middle of eating a donut. I'm very sorry. What was the period about? I don't understand.
Period,
What does that mean?
Period,
Okay.
Brit Barbie.
It just sounds like a Tampax commercial. Either way, welcome back to Fruity Cereal.
Welcome.
After a, 2-week hiatus?
No, just 1 week.
I mean, the show airs weekly, so if we missed a week, I think that's a 2-week hiatus, right?
I guess?
Either way, we missed you. How are you doing? How was your week? Ours was...
Oh, shit. Oh, I thought you were asking me.
No, I'm talking to the audience. I like them.
Oh. Well, that makes one of us.
What? Why are you so rude to the audience? They're literally the only reason we exist. Ugh.
I'm sorry. I apologize to both of you.
You know, here's the thing. Kevin realizes he can't be mean to me because I can dish it out, but I cannot take it. I'll start crying. Don't bully me. I'll come.
Glass cannon.
Have you seen that? Like, it's like almost like a meme now of like people wearing shirts that say "Don't bully me, I'll come."
I've not seen that.
Maybe I'm just on the wrong side of TikTok. I'm seeing a lot of people wearing that exact shirt. Anyway, oh God, Kevin, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right now.
Right now, well, we'll see what happens next week. Yeah, I mean, let's just dive right into it, Kevin.
Yep.
We had a really fun time down in Florida, right?
We did, yeah.
We went to Halloween Horror Nights, a Universal, i.e. the shirt I am wearing, which I am in love with.
Did you bought that there?
Yeah, yes. Well, I mean, I don't want to like just lift my shirt up, but it does say somewhere on here, Halloween Horror Nights. I don't fucking know. Oh, actually, you know what? I do have my fancy dancy jacket from Halloween Horror Nights, which I absolutely love. Which, by the way, only like 3 of the characters on this jacket actually were in the Halloween Horror Nights lineup this year.
Yeah.
Like, it was like Wolfman, Myers, Pumpkin Daddy. I have no idea who this guy in the middle is. I thought it was Patrick.
I think that's the director.
Because he's holding the camera. At first, I thought it was Patrick Bateman, but I was like, no, he doesn't look that deranged.
No, he's an original character to Halloween Horror Nights. I think he's called the director. He's
like one of the icons.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, but then we get fucking Casper. Like, I know these guys are already done in like a chibi style, but I was like, why the fuck did we throw Casper, the friendly ghost, onto a jacket that says Halloween Horror Nights?
I mean, I don't know. Do you consider Casper a horror movie?
No. Why would I consider Casper a horror movie?
Because it's about ghosts.
Yeah, but it's not a horror movie. Okay, what is the most scary scene in Casper? The part where like Kerrigan like jumps off a cliff and fucking dies?
I don't know, maybe the scene where the man turns into Clint Eastwood and Rodney Dangerfield and then the Crypt Keeper.
Yes, I remember that scared the shit out of me as a kid. Oh,
I just saw the movie recently. So actually, you know what the scariest part is? The part where Casper whispers into Kat's ear, "Can I keep you?"
Oh God. Oh.
Like Casper is honestly kind of a creep.
It's a good thing he didn't have a chance to grow up because he would have turned into a predator.
Yeah. No, here's the thing. Allison theorizes that, like, oh, well, he's mentally, like, old because, you know, he's been
like evolving and learning in his death.
Okay, but then in that case, why is he thirsting after a little girl then?
Oh, God, because he never developed a pituitary gland. I don't fucking know.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense either.
Kevin, I don't know. I do not know. Why does he turn into an Aryan little white boy when he becomes human? Spoiler for the movie Casper, which came out in 1997, if you haven't seen it.
I think it came out in 92.
I don't fucking... No way.
I think it did, yeah.
No, I was born in 92. It came out in like 1985 or something, maybe.
Are you sure it didn't come out? Oh,
When
1995?
did the movie Casper come out? 1995, according to Pod Daddy. Thank you.
Okay.
Holy shit. It's like, anyway, Casper, where the fuck were we go? Before I just want to bring up one more thing of Casper. You know that fucking machine that Casper's father invented to like help him get out of bed in the morning?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
insane thing.
that should have been a ride at Halloween Horror Nights because it's absolutely terrifying. Number one, I'm getting sprayed in the face with shaving cream, which like, ew, gross, like ick factor there. Then you have the fucking razors, which don't have any dexterity. It's just blindly swiping blades in your fucking face, which, I mean, Casper's father is like the fucking like mad scientist you've heard about. But yeah, that whole thing, I was like, I never got it as a kid. I was just like, oh, his father invented like a
torture
horror nights
device.
attracted. Yeah. It didn't occur to me that like, oh, this was supposed to help him. No. Anyway, now that we've gone on that weird rant about Casper,
Yeah.
oh god, I want to do a mug of the day. I got my Cookie Monster mug. I got this. Not a universal.
That's Huggy Wuggy.
What?
That's Huggy Wuggy.
His name is Cookie Monster.
It looks like Huggy Wuggy.
Who the fuck is Huggy Wuggy?
From Poppy Playtime.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That game that all the children are playing. Yes.
Yeah.
Kevin is indeed a marketable young person.
Yeah. And you're an unmarketable oldie.
Can we fucking okay? I got a bitch for 3 seconds. In my pharmacy, literally yesterday, the youngest technician that we just hired, I'm not going to name her name because that's rude, but she's like 19 in a pharmacy where like the youngest person is like me, who's 30. She did something on the computer and I didn't understand how she got it. I was like, hey, can you show me how you did that thing on the computer? And she actually said, word for word, ugh, you're all so old. I was like, I will take you by your hair and toss you over the fucking counter if you ever say that to me again. I was so scandalized. You can call me Kevin, call me old, call me bald. I don't fucking care. She just got me and I was so angry. I can take like a dig, but the fact that she said it with earnest like intention. She's just, oh God, you're old. I was like, fuck you. You're going to be here in like 11 years. Fuck off.
How do you know she is?
She's 19. She's gonna be 30 in 11 years.
Okay, but like, how do you know she's gonna still be working at that pharmacy?
Oh no! Oh, I thought you were gonna say, how do you know she's still gonna be alive? I was like, oh fuck, Kevin.
I mean, technically, we don't know that either. Not to sound grim, but
yeah, tomorrow is not guaranteed. Anyway, holy shit! On that fun note, Kevin, don't you have some news to share with us?
Yeah, not a lot, but I do have some news in my segment. Sounds gay. I'm Ian.
Hell yes.
All right, so first bit of news is to meet the queens of Canada's Drag Race, Canada versus the World. The series premieres on November 18th. A battle is brewing in the Great White North, honey. World of Wonder has announced Canada's Drag Race, Canada versus the World, which will feature 9 fierce glamazons from Drag Race franchises across the world who will go wig to wig in hopes of being crowned the next global drag superstar. The queens slaying the workroom are Vanity Milan, Victoria Scone, Queen Isis, Queen Isis, Kendall Gender, Stephanie's Butt, Silky Ganache, Anita Wiglet, Raja O'Hara, Rita Bagas, and Rita Bagas. Sorry, that's the last one. Canada's Drag Race judges, Brooklyn Heights, Brad Gorski, and Tracy Melkor will be on hand to critique the queens through the competition. The series will premiere on Friday, November 18th on WoW Presents Plus in the United States and on Crave Canada. Hit the link in the bio. Okay, that's not the part that we read.
You're like the person that reads their stage directions in a play, like, and I never want to see you again. Exit stage left.
Yeah. Well, that's okay because I'm the young dumb one.
You make me sick to my stomach. Anyway, the only queen I recognized in there was Silky Ganache because, if I'm not mistaken, she actually got her name from Katya Zamolodkova, where she and Katya were making like fun of like potential drag names. and she said, "Ooh, that's a good drag name, Silky Nutmeg Ganache." And now there's this queen on Drag Race Canada. I was like, I don't know if that's called stealing the material or an homage, but either way, I love it.
She was originally on the US version.
Was she? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and she's very annoying.
How would you know?
Because I've seen the show.
That was a takes one to know one type dig, but okay.
Oh, well, you didn't say that, so.
I thought it was implied. I didn't mean to make you do mental gymnastics. I apologize for making you think.
Yeah, Connor, don't make me think. I'm a himbo now.
Oh, God, fuck. Anyway, continue, please.
Okay, so the next bit of news is League of Legends reveals the first Black LGBTQ plus champion, Cassante. The first Black LGBTQ plus champion warrior is to feature in online multiplayer video game League of Legends. The character's voice actor has been confirmed. Champions are player-controlled characters in League of Legends. There are currently more than 140 champion players can choose from, with the game's first lesbian champion, Nico, introduced in 2018. Now, Deobia Opari, who starred in Sex Education and Game of Thrones, has announced that Cassante will be the game's first Black and LGBTQ plus champion. I'm excited to give life and voice to Cassante and make history portraying the first LGBTQ Black champion warrior, he said on Twitter. Esports magazine One Esports added that the character is likely to be available in the game, which is played by around 117 million people every month from November. Known as the Pride of Nazuma, Cassante will be coming out this month, coinciding with the ongoing 2022 World Championship, the outlet wrote. He will join the roster of top lane champions as a tank and will with an expectedly high skill cap. All right, and the article ends with just the quote that I just read by
I
Deoba.
mean, I wouldn't say you read it so much as stumbled through it, but okay, we got to the end.
Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, wait, sorry, there's more.
Oh, God, yay me.
In May of this year, professional League of Legends player Vincent Biofrost Wang came out as gay on social media, calling for greater inclusivity in gaming and esports. Wang explained that not only had he gone through homophobia and bullying at school, but that he had experienced workplace homophobia while in the gaming industry. On almost every team I've been on, I've heard homophobic comments from either my teammates or the staff and felt uncomfortable, even borderline afraid of possibly losing my job if I told the truth, he said. I'm at a point in my life where I've accepted who I am, and it's taken me a long time to get there. He added that sexism, prejudice, and homophobia are rampant within the gaming industry, and that gamers should be holding ourselves to a higher standard going forward.
Okay, good points. I love that.
So last bit of news I have is that Taylor Swift and Carly Rae Jepsen both dropped their albums this week.
Kevin, there's another bit of gay news that I think you may have glossed over.
What was that?
Certain lady pop diva, or faded pop diva, Madonna, came out of the closet via TikTok.
But she didn't mean that, right?
She's been sticking with it since then.
Okay, sure, Madonna.
I mean, yeah, I'm like, here's the thing. She's trying to stick.
I kind of forgot that happened ever since our last episode.
Yeah, I mean, we missed a lot of stuff having that week long break, but yeah, that was the thing.
Yeah, and she went on live with Psy Iconic.
Who?
That's the Terry Joe, the person that I went on live with at one time.
Yes.
And I completely milked for clout.
Yes, and oh god,
Kevin, I can't believe you would do something.
That was it. Just reminded me of like a bad comment I made at Halloween Horror Nights. When Kevin and I went to the event last Sunday. Mm-hmm. We were with my friend Lauren, who is currently pregnant with her first child, and she was able to get a disability access pass, like so she could not have to stand in wait lines, and they'd give her a wait time to return. And I was like, this is great. We can actually get some other stuff done, relax, and like not stand in lines for 3 hours. I think we should milk this pregnant woman for thing for all it's worth. And I didn't realize what I had said until I was like, ew, I'm really disgusting.
It's like Diana all over again.
I still feel bad about that one. That was my favorite clip. I must have rewatched that clip like 84 times on our TikTok, which you can follow at Fruity Cereal on TikTok.
On TikTok.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, I'm sorry I stole your segment. New albums, anything to go off on that, or is it just, hey, gay people like this music?
It's kind of that.
Fair enough.
It's kind of that. Taylor's new album is called Midnight, and wait, that
isn't it called Midnights, plural?
Oh, it's Midnights, yes, plural. Sorry. And Carly Rae Jepsen's new album is called The Loneliest Time.
Okay. Carly Rae Jepsen, I feel like took like a long break. Am I not totally nuts?
Not really. Her last album came out, I believe, in 2018, or actually, no, I think it was 2020. Might have been 2020.
All right.
Well, then again, she's ever since Emotion, she's been releasing her albums in sides. Like she's releasing like side A and like side B of her album. So like she releases like one album and like she releases like a part 1 of her album, and then she's like, oh, there's more.
Okay. That's a weird.
Oh, 2019 she released Dedicated. Okay, it was 2019.
Okay. I don't know.
I should know this. I should know this.
You went through a Carly Rae Jepsen phase where you were insufferable.
And guess what, Connor? I still am.
Are. The jokes aren't that funny when they come from you.
Yeah, anyway. Well, at least I tell jokes.
I can't speak. I was thinking about that weird thing you sent me like 2 weeks ago when you were asking me, when are we going to get merch? And I was like, because I'm a glutton for punishment, I'm already coming up with the merch designs in my head. And I was like,
how the turntables.
How turntables, yes. But the only piece of merch I could come up with was like, I was rewatching several of our episodes because I'm constantly critiquing myself and like trying to like improve on what I bring to the table already. I say, so here's the thing, constantly, and I hate it. I say it constantly. I interrupt you with it constantly. I'm like, okay, now what? So here's the thing. It's fucking nauseating, and I don't like it, but I don't know how to stop.
Okay.
Oh God, I guarantee it's gonna happen at some point later today. So keep your eyes peeled.
All right. Anyway, that concludes my segment.
Thank you, Kevin. That was a delight. And
Stream The Loneliest Time.
Sing The Loneliest Time?
Stream. Oh my God.
Are you paid by, what's her name? Kim Petras? What's her name?
Carly Rae Jepsen, Connor.
I forgot. Kevin, I'm gay, but I'm not gay enough to listen to Carly Rae Jepsen, okay?
I mean, you are. You just kind of you just refuse to.
Speaking of weird gay shit, Kevin, okay, so I already told Kevin going into this episode, we have so much to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
This week's hyperfixation of the week entirely is just the week that the 2 days that Kevin and I spent together in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Just
but not 2 days in a row.
Not 2 days in a row. We took at least 1 day away from each other. Otherwise, we would have killed each other. But yeah, that is like pretty much all I got to talk about because we have so much ground to cover.
Do we?
I think so, because there's details and like bits and pieces. But like, Kevin, let's just start from the beginning. I flew down to Florida on October 11th.
Yeah.
I had like 3-4 days to myself, just vibing in my hotel room.
Which was long before I got there.
Yeah, you weren't even in the picture at that point.
Mm-hmm.
I have nothing to say about, like, I saw my friends from Olive Garden who I worked with several years ago. That was fun. I went to Disney Springs and I completely ruined a brand new shirt that I had because I sweated through it. Yeah, but let's fast forward to Kevin joining the picture. Friday night, Kevin drives into Florida and says, hey, I'm going to be picking you up at like 9:30 and we're going to go to this club called Savoy in Orlando.
Which you heard of. You knew what it was.
I knew of Savoy because one of my friends is a dancer there who we did meet. But I didn't know
Very
what to
briefly.
expect.
He left like almost
He
immediately.
left instantly because this to him was a bad night. It was too many dancers and not enough places to dance. So he's like, I'm just gonna fucking go home. And he didn't tell me. I was like, like,
Did he tell you
the,
afterwards?
I texted him, was like, hey, I can't find you. I have a tip for you. And he's like, oh, dude, I went home. I was like, oh, fuck. Okay.
Wow.
But yeah, let's go back to the beginning. Savoy is one of the, I'm not gonna say few, but it's like one of the remnant gay clubs in the Orlando area, because Orlando has had not a great experience with gay clubs. I don't want to bring the mood down, but there was the Pulse shooting in 2017. That club is now a memorial. Parliament House closed down. That was another iconic gay club for two reasons. Number one, the club atmosphere, the drag shows, and what some people refer to as boardwalk bingo. Kevin, do you know what this is?
What is that?
Okay, so Parliament House is part club, part like motel, hotel style, like spend the night type thing. 2 floors, like long L-shaped building. All of the doors are like just like open to the public, and people would like very rarely just leave their doors unlocked and wait for strangers to come inside. Haha. Yeah, and that was like a thing that people would be like at Parliament House, like in like the club atmosphere, and they'd be like, oh, look over there, there's some guy like spreading his hole for the whole club to see. And it's like and it was a real thing. But that one also did close. They actually demolished the entire site, so I do believe somebody is gonna rebuild that one. But yeah, Savoy, I had no idea. I knew of it, but when we first walked in, I remember you saying, is this it? Because it was literally just a bar.
It was, but then it turned out there was a patio area, which led to another bar, which then led to a stage where
3 bars total, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's the one where you enter the building, you go in the back, and there's like the smoking area, pavilion, outdoor bar, and then there's like the indoor bar next to the drag show. So this was like fucking going down the rabbit hole in terms of gay shit. But
yeah, zigzag.
Yeah, I actually, oh man, I want to pull up one of the photos that I took. It might be a little too early, but let's bring up some of the photos that we took, because I want to like go on this visual journey. We'll address them as they come.
Okay.
We took several photos. I know we took one at the beginning of the night. We took one at the end of the night, and I took one in the middle of the night when you were off with, what was it, boy number 3 or 5?
I don't know.
Because audience, if you do not know this, Kevin's a slut.
Oh yeah, I am a slut now.
Kevin is in his slut era, and I am very happy for him. However, it was very like disheartening. At one point, you're off sucking face with whoever. I'm sitting in the corner with my little cocktail, and I'm just watching, being like, you go, bitch. And I felt like the ugly stepsister watching Cinderella. I was just like, I need to fucking meet somebody too. But you had a great night.
You did meet someone. You met that one guy.
I mean, yeah, but that was one guy. I wanted more. You had so much, Kevin.
I didn't have so much.
You had so much more than me, so it felt like a lot.
It was like I guess like 3 guys. Like
I think it was at least 4.
Okay, maybe it was 4. I don't know.
But Kevin was like, I just got COVID, so I don't need to worry about anything. I got my monkeypox. I'm down to clown. It was actually pretty funny.
Fully recovered from COVID, fully vaxxed for monkeypox. It's like, yeah.
The only risk he ran was getting meningitis.
Yeah.
But anyway, the club, there was a theme that night, because the club was decked out in Halloween decorations as we expected for spooky season. But there was also an event that night, the drag show, that was like superhero themed.
Yeah.
And Kevin actually sat to watch the drag show. I wasn't feeling like, throwing money at, dolls. So I stayed out in the main bar area and threw money at the men in Speedos.
Well, if you were far enough away from them, you don't really have to tip them.
Still, I'm a theater kid. I'm like, you're working so hard. You need a tip, sweetie. I did go up to the girl who was dressed as Wanda, the guy who was dressed as Wanda, and I gave him a 10. I was like, you did pretty good. So, meanwhile, I didn't even see the act. I was just like, you're Wanda. Take my money.
Yeah, they danced to Crazy by Britney Spears.
Which is fucking amazing. That's an incredible choice if you're going to be doing a Wanda drag show. Oh my gosh. What else happened that night? So
I would have picked Call Me Mother by RuPaul.
Ew. Oh God. Okay, that's a good one too. I will say at the beginning of the night, I dressed. Okay, so just for a little bit of context, these are the shoes I wore to the club. These like chunky platforms with like a 5-inch heel. I'm already 6 feet tall. Kevin is like 4'11". So we definitely walked in there like Mutt and Jeff.
I'm a short king, bitch. Short kings unite.
So I definitely walked in with like these chunky ass heels. I had a long sleeve shirt and a fucking cardigan in Florida, mind you, because I'm stupid.
Why'd you wear a cardigan?
Because I wanted something like nice and flowy, and like I didn't have any like, you know, really nice dress up clothes. So I wanted to look like I, you know, dress kind of nice. But I will say at the end of the night, I was so fucking drunk. I had 5 Jack and Cokes because I don't like to change my
I thought you said you only had 4.
I definitely had 5. I checked my balance the next day and I had 5.
You said you had 4. Oh my God.
I was wrong. I got so drunk I forgot how to count. Yeah, I had 5 Jack and Cokes. And at the end of the night, my fucking shirt came off. Like Kevin found me sitting down at the table and he's like, "Where's your shirt?" And I was like, "Fuck if I know. I'm holding it." Yeah,
well,
so that was
my shirt came off for a little bit. Yeah, I was kind of feeling myself. They were playing Party in the USA at one point, and after the drag show, so the stage was available, and I was really feeling myself. So, you know,
I mean, work, honestly. But oh God, what was I going to say? Something about the drinking, the shirts.
Yes.
The shit, I fuck. Oh man, I've forgotten. I don't know.
Shit, you fuck.
Shit, I fuck. Yeah. So I got very, very intoxicated.
Okay, I got pretty intoxicated, but
you still have your wits about you, though.
But I don't think I got as drunk as you did.
Yeah, no. You know what the problem was? I forgot. Here's the thing. I went drinking on an empty stomach. Like before I met Kevin,
you were very hungover the morning after.
I got so fucking. I do not get hangovers. I had such a wicked hangover.
Well, apparently you do.
I woke up at like 5 a.m. just to throw up. Like, I'm sorry for that gross detail. That doesn't happen to me. So I like snuck out of the hotel room at like 6 a.m. and I got food from Wawa. Like I got a bowl of soup.
You did?
I did, and that's why when you woke up, I was like, "Hey, eat whatever's on the counter," because like I bought it.
I thought that was there from the night before.
Ew, no, no, it was. I bought it that morning and then climbed back into bed.
Yeah.
Oh my God! But yeah, the night was definitely fun. One of the I guess I'm not in Kansas anymore type moments was walking in and seeing a vending machine full of poppers.
Yeah,
which I may or may not have purchased something from.
Yeah, let's not incriminate ourselves.
We're not. I plead the fifth. But yeah,
we don't. Yeah, don't use poppers as poppers. It's nail polish removal.
That's actually something that I discovered. Apparently, the term poppers is an illegal term. If you go into like an adult store and be like, "Hey, can I get a bottle of the Rush poppers?" They will tell you have to leave the store. Come back in 48 hours and pretend we never had this conversation, because if you tell somebody I want poppers, they immediately know how you plan to use it and they will not sell it to you because it's illegal.
So what do you have to say?
Call it what it is: Rush, jungle juice, nail polish remover, VCR head cleaner. Yeah. So this is the educational portion of our podcast. If you,
yes, the more you know.
Yes. Oops. But yeah, so the club is definitely fun. I definitely took a photo with the one guy. I did not take the photo. He took the photo and then sent it to me. But like, it was definitely like I was already like 3 cocktails in at that point, and I did.
I wish I took more photos. I only took photos with like the 2 dancers that I met there.
You met one who you knew. Like,
I didn't really know him. I only knew him. I only talked to him online. I didn't really like know him.
I mean, you knew of him, so you kind of went in.
And I did DM him online, but like, you know.
But then you
nothing
found the other one.
Nothing spicy. Everyone get your head out of the gutters.
But you did meet that other dancer. He was the first one we met, and you fell head over heels.
He was a cutie. Yeah,
he was very handsome. If you would like to see photos of these dancers in question, please follow our social media. Go on Twitter at Fruity Cereal, across all social medias at Fruity Cereal. Fruity like the fruit, cereal like the killer. You can see. I guarantee we have so much like Kevin sent 30 videos to our producer Nick and was like, "Hey, can you put them in the podcast?"
Yeah, but that was all just from Halloween Horror Nights, though.
I know, but Nick made the executive decision to be like, "You get 5, and we're moving on."
Okay, that's fine. Whatever.
Because we do have so much more to cover. Speaking of which, I did want to pull up some of the photos that I took just for like a little bit of context of what's going on. The first one, I don't know what order we put the photos in, but if Pod Daddy could possibly pull those up at some point. I know he's very, very busy. Okay, so this is the photo. This was the only photo we took in front of the club, waiting for the Uber.
And you did not tell me about this at all.
I did. I said, "Kevin, photo," and you went, "Huh?" You were looking at your phone, and I was like, "Okay, that's the only."
Yeah, probably because I was paying attention to the Uber. Well, that was actually a Lyft, but whatever.
Oh, whatever. But yes, Savoy Orlando. This was like, I'm definitely like 3 sheets to the wind here. You're like trying to get us home, being responsible, but I am fucking gone. But do you want to tell the fun story about the Lyft mix-up?
Oh yeah, there was a mix-up with our Lyft. So like when our Lyft arrived, some guy got into the Lyft,
also named Kevin,
who was also named Kevin, although he looked nothing like me.
Yeah. He had a beard. That was the only shared feature you had.
Yeah, and then and I decided not to go into the car because I figured, oh well, that can't be our car because someone else is going in it. But then it turned out like no, that was our car, and that's somebody else whose name just happened to be Kevin, also ordered a Lyft. And Lyft actually, at that time, actually, because I haven't used Lyft in a really long time, it asked me for a photo of myself.
Yeah, send the driver a selfie.
Yeah.
That was weird. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, I guess that's a good idea because so that this very mix-up doesn't happen.
Right. But yeah, we did get home safely at some point.
We did get home safe, so.
But let's move on to the next photo, if we could, please. This is this is the photo with the guy I met at the club. His name is Bubbles. He's very sweet. But yeah, I was definitely like 3 cocktails in, and I was like, sure, let's take a photo with a stranger in a dark bar. Why not?
I didn't know we were supposed to submit photos from our night because
I mean, I did not plan on this photo even being taken, let alone submitting it to the podcast. But here we are.
I don't know. Should I have shown my photo with the 2 dancers that I took pictures with?
Again, we can put them on our social media.
Okay,
the audience will not miss out.
Whatever.
Yeah, let's move on to. There's another photo with this guy where I'm very clearly like kissing him on the cheek because, again, drunk. But I decided not to post that one because it was a private moment. You know?
Yeah, that's.
Let's move on to the next one, please. Oh, this one I made fun. Okay, so this one is no longer at Savoy. This is actually at Halloween Horror Nights. Kevin, do you know what I'm looking at in this photo?
The back of my head.
Yes, and what is the front of your head looking at?
I don't know. My phone?
Oh, no. This is in line for the Universal Monsters house.
Okay.
And both me and my friend Chris, who, by the way, Chris says hi, and he also wants to pin you against a wall respectfully. We're looking at the back of your head. I
can kind of tell.
Oh, he was trying to get down. Anyway, yeah, no, you were ogling this muscle-bound tank top worn guy in the next line over. Your mouth literally opened and you went limp. You went,
Wait, on my phone or in real life?
In real life. That blurry mess in the middle of the photo, you were staring the fuck out of him. And I was like, I need photo evidence of this because Kevin has no shame. You will ogle strangers.
I look like I'm looking down though in this photo. Are you
sure?
Oh
no, you were looking at his ass, guaranteed.
I don't know. It looks like I'm on my phone.
Kevin, I promise I don't make stuff up for this podcast. You were definitely ogling the shit out of this guy, and I was like, I need to put his shame on the internet. But that was another fun one. Let's move on to the next photo, please.
Okay.
Whoa. Oh, this is. Oh, I can't. I think this is before we went.
That was at Savoy.
Yes, but is it before or after the festivities? Because I think I'm sober enough that I'm not like.
This was during it.
During, but I can't remember where and when. Either way, this was at Savoy. We're very clearly like not. Yeah, I think this is before because I don't look like I've got that like glazed look in my eye that says I'm drunk.
You do a little bit.
I mean, that's just like.
I mean, I do too.
I don't know. Either way, this was also taken at Savoy. Look at our adorable faces. Aren't we cute and marketable? Oh, God. Let's move on to the next one. If there even is a next one. I don't know. Oh, Kevin.
Oh, this is when you tricked me into endorsing a turf,
Kevin,
Connor.
I did not trick you. You willingly went in, you spent your own money, and you bought a butter beer at
Okay.
Harry Potter World in Universal. You put money directly into J.K. Rowling's pockets and smiled all the way through it.
No, I didn't. I frowned.
Yeah. No, I have other photos. This one just looks like the most shocked, and I thought it was adorable. But I also made
My
a point
arms
to
look
like.
really good though in it.
What was that?
My arms look really good here.
Yes, they do. I definitely made a point to like take the photo with the logo facing out because I wanted the most incriminating evidence possible.
Yeah, but your fingers are still covering it though.
Not entirely, but either way, that is where we are. We are in, what was it called? The hopping pot or something?
Yeah, the hopping pot. I think that's what it was called.
Yeah. But I definitely, when you and Chris went to the bathroom, I definitely went up and got a second butterbeer. And I was like, I have to do this quick before they get back. They'll judge me for drinking 2 soft drinks in a row. I fucking love butterbeer, guys. It's so delicious.
I don't know. It's just
it's cream soda, but the foam on top
it's
is what
cream
you go
soda
for.
with foam on it.
No, the foam is so fucking good, Kevin. Oh my god. It's like an orgasm in a cup.
I don't know. You know what? I should have gotten one of those pumpkin juices. I like them.
I've never tried the pumpkin juice. Does it actually taste like pumpkin?
It tastes like pumpkin pie.
Ooh, I don't know. It's for somebody, but it doesn't sound like it's for me.
Okay.
But yeah, I believe that's the last photo I took, unless I've been proven wrong. Oh, and this is out in front of the actual Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah, this was right before you filmed your TikTok where you used a very strange voice in it. You were like, "Come with me to Halloween Horror Nights."
Here's the thing.
And then you used your regular voice at the end of it.
Here's the thing. When I first started recording the TikTok, I was like, oh, I'm just going to use a voiceover overlay. But I didn't realize there's no way to do voiceover at the beginning of the video and then have the original audio at the end. So I was just like, fuck it. I sound weird.
I think you technically could.
I didn't have the patience to figure it out. I'm not like a tech savvy person anymore. But I just love this photo because A, you look confused as fuck. Like you're staring into the sun almost. But then you see me
because I was staring into the sun.
But then you see me doing the celebrity hover hand behind you.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to get caught in like a scandal for like sexual harassment. So I just thought it was a really cute photo. Oh gosh. But yeah, those are the photos that I submitted for the podcast. So thank you, Nick, for having those brought up for me.
So you didn't actually take any photos of us, like, actually getting scared or anything. You
do you remember me taking those photos? Because the answer is no.
I don't know.
I don't film in the houses because that's disrespectful. It says no filming or video inside the...
Well, it's not allowed. But although I see people on Instagram post, like, filming in the houses all the time.
Yeah, but they shouldn't be doing that.
I know. But you could have filmed in the scare zones, though.
Yes, the scare zones you were allowed to film. That was
oh my god.
Oh, you were filming in the scare zone and you completely ignored an actor who came up to scare you.
Yeah, I know. I felt so bad about that.
This person
because here's okay. Let me clarify what happened. So this scare zone was like themed around like a town where the candy like causes the trick-or-treaters to like go crazy
and like murder their parents and stuff like that.
But they had these like huge like Halloween floats in it. So I was filming the floats, and as I was doing it, a scare actor tried to scare me, and I didn't even notice them. I completely didn't know. And then you were like, Kevin, there's a scare actor trying to scare you. And I'm like, huh? What?
No, they were like in your face. They put their hand like in your face, and you were just like, huh?
Yeah.
It was really embarrassing for both of you.
Yeah, I know.
That was maybe the most disappointing scare zone of the night, I think. I was really excited to check it out.
It was, yeah.
Not to mention the fucking like the sounds that they pipe through the loudspeakers. Don't read out loud. Kevin, I have your videos. Oops. I pulled a Kevin. Oops.
Wait, what?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Oops. Don't read out loud. Don't read out loud, Kevin. While we were in the scare zone at Halloween Horror Nights, the sounds that they pump out of I'm so sorry. When they have like music playing in the specific scare zone, the one with like the haunted town or like the scary kids, whatever. They're playing like fucking Mr. Sandman, like hits from like the 50s, incorporated with like blood curdling screams every like couple of seconds. Like, I mean, like shrieking, screaming right in my fucking ear. And I just remember this was toward the end of the night. It's like close to 2 a.m. I'm exhausted, and I've got some bitch screaming in my ear like she's getting her leg chewed off. And I was just like, I felt so done with like the whole thing. But the rest of the night, I had a great time, except when we got in, you and I went into the park first because everybody else in our group went to get Starbucks.
Yeah.
They said, go to Halloween and meet us there. And I think I was looking at a concept map, not the final map, because I could not find Halloween, even though we walked past it like 3 times.
We did.
And I was like, where the fuck is Halloween? It's literally in the Jimmy Fallon building where you posted your TikTok.
Yeah.
And I was like, where is it? I can't
There was no
Halloween.
sign to point to it.
No, there was no sign. No, there was a sign, but we did not see it from the right angle. So we were completely lost. But yeah, that was the first house we did was Halloween, the 1978 movie with Michael Myers. The wait was like what? An hour and a half?
Yeah, about
an hour and a half. And
yeah,
meanwhile,
we spent most of it playing that heads up game.
The heads up game, which that is the best way to like knock out time in like any sort of wait. Like I love that fucking game, even though Ellen DeGeneres made it. Yeah, we waited for an incredible amount of time to do. It's Halloween. You know what happens. You know the events of the movie. I loved that house because I love the movie. But the scariest part of that house, I think, was like the fucking child that jumped out.
Yes, the child in the very beginning. What's worse than a rapist? A child. No.
Oh god, it was because it was literally like a short actor portraying Michael Myers as a 6-year-old having just killed his sister. And I'm expecting scare actors my height, like jumping out at me, the Michael Myers, like an actual child scared me the most out of everything the entire night, I think.
I know. It was unexpected.
It was so unexpected, but it was very, very, very cool. There was also one point in the Halloween house where you're in the closet in like, that scene where Laurie's hiding in the closet and Michael's trying to get through. I see Michael like clawing through the slats in the door. I'm like, ooh, spooky. But then I look over, I see the actress playing Laurie just lurking in the fucking shadows, and I nearly shit myself. I just saw like bell bottoms and like brown hair with a knife or like a wire hanger. I was like, holy shit, she got me. Yeah. But it was really fucking cool. What was your favorite house of the night?
Dead Man's Pier.
Dead Man's Pier. That was the last house we did. That was such a cool one. Like the atmosphere was like the best part, I think.
Yeah. No, the best part was the ending with that giant ship scene.
With the actors on plate playing the violin.
And the violin, the lady playing the violin on top of it. Like, I don't know, was she supposed to be like some kind of like siren or something?
Here's the thing. Every house that they do at Halloween Horror Nights has a story.
Yeah.
They actually had the story written on like this plaque when you enter the room, but like you can't stop. You can't stop to read
you can't
shit.
Stop. You have to keep going.
But I did look up the story of this house is that this like woman who played the violin like was apparently
there was a statue of her in the beginning of the ride.
Yes.
The house.
And like apparently she enchanted this like sea captain because she played so beautifully, and then like I don't fucking know. Like she lured him to his death or something, but that town was like built in her. I don't fucking know. But I will definitely look up the actual story because it was an incredible house. I absolutely loved it.
Like, and although here's the thing, there were a lot of fixtures that were like above the set pieces. So like I think you're supposed to look up, but like this is my only problem with it is that like you had to look up. But like by looking up, you see like all like the headlights and the rafters that are in the ceiling.
It does kind of take you out of it.
So it like takes you out of it a little bit. But it does take you back into it because it splashes you with water.
That I did not enjoy. I don't like being touched. So I was just like getting dripped on.
Well, you're going to get touched by the curtains and stuff in all the houses.
I fucking hate that. I hate going through curtains. I hate to peel shit away from my face. Oh, no. Autism not friendly. Oh, speaking of which, like stuff hanging in your face. The Universal Monsters house, that was like another close favorite for me. The I don't know if it's every year. I think they're trying to incorporate it every year, but this year they had one called Universal Monsters Legends Collide, where the Mummy, the Wolfman, and Dracula are all inside of the Mummy's tomb, fighting for God knows what reason. But I think
I think it's the Mummy's magic jewel or something.
Maybe, I don't know. But at the end of the house, the ending is different depending on the time that you go. There is one winner.
Really?
Yes. Like the ending that we got, the Mummy is standing there holding the Wolfman's head, and Dracula has a spike driven through him and he's turning to ash. that was the ending we got, and I was like, okay, it's like pretty cool.
Home team wins.
Exactly. There's another ending where Dracula wins and he's holding the Wolfman's head and the mummy's been staked. I wanted the ending where the Wolfman won because I have a soft spot for him. He's adorable.
Because furry.
I guess. But yeah, it was a really cool house. Like, you don't really think of like the Universal monsters as like genuinely terrifying as they were back in the day.
Yeah, so, like it's kind of weird how like literally the Bela Lugosi version of Dracula is like jumping out at you like, and it's like,
yeah, but there was they did do one where like the Bela Lugosi Dracula, he's on like a wire, like he fucking flies at you at like Mach 4, and it actually kind of got me. But I was like, that's a fucking cool effect.
Okay,
but
he didn't fly at Mach 4. I think he just angled like, you know.
But then he like flew back out of the window. I was like, that was really cool. But I did find it cool that they were able to like breathe new life into these monsters that people have kind of come to associate with hokey horror. They actually kind of made them scary again, which I thought was cool.
Well, I mean, if they wanted to make them scary, like why not have the Gary Oldman version of Dracula?
I don't think Universal owns the rights to that one.
I think they do. I think isn't that one just like a straight up remake?
I mean, I don't know because Dracula is in the public domain, so I don't think Universal made that movie.
I think they did.
Either way, they're gonna go with.
What about the Christopher Lee version?
I honestly don't know. I forgot that one even existed. But yeah, no, Universal's gonna stick with the one that they know, and it's the iconic imagery of Dracula as portrayed by Bela Lugosi, so they're gonna keep with him.
Okay.
But yeah, the rest of the night we got some really cool food. You got that pizza skull thing, which was really good. That was really. You also got that really good cocktail that I wanted to get another one while we were there.
Yeah, the like bog
something
slime.
Yeah. That was really good.
That was a pretty good drink. I didn't get the souvenir cup though.
I mean, I wanted the souvenir cups, but like I had such a hard time packing my suitcase for the trip home. I knew if I got that Frankenstein popcorn bucket, it would not have fit in the case without breaking.
Yeah, it's like here's the thing. When you showed me the Frankenstein popcorn bucket, I was like, nah, I'm not interested. But then I actually saw it in the park. I'm like, ooh, actually
cute.
But then later on in the night, I'm like, you know what? Actually, I'm never gonna use it.
Here's the thing: it only makes sense if you get the popcorn bucket at the beginning of the park, like opening. Because it's like your next free refills are discounted. Your first fill is free, and then I think the refills after that are discounted.
Yeah, but we didn't even get any popcorn anyway.
I know, so it didn't make any sense.
And after that ice cream sandwich, I was full.
That fucking God, Kevin, can you describe that nasty ice cream sandwich?
I liked it.
It was disgusting. Okay, so they have this ice cream sandwich.
You didn't even have it. You didn't even try it.
Because let me get the descriptor and they'll understand why I didn't get it.
Because it's corn-flavored ice cream.
It's sweet corn ice cream with bits of corn in it.
Yeah, okay, it's like corn. Yeah, it's like cornbread.
No, corn and ice cream don't go together. That's disgusting. And they're sandwiched between two sugar cookies. Like, which I really don't know how you didn't break your teeth on that. That just looked like.
Well, it's not like
I don't know.
Well, the cookies were actually not hard.
They weren't? Okay. Well, I thought all that icing on the top would have made them really hard. It looked cute,
the icing was kind of a little thick. I will say the eyeballs tasted kind of weird. They were kind of like licorice-y.
Ooh, I hate that.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. I liked it, but it's very big. I mean, I guess it's a relatively good price for theme park food because it was like $6 and it's like yay big.
That was like across like all the food places. I was like, wow, this isn't like breaking the bank. What a deal.
Yeah.
Oh God, what did I get? I got that twisted potato thing. It was like a ribbon cut. It was literally a whole ass potato that they ribbon cut and put on a skewer and like seasoned and fried. Mm-hmm. And it was delicious. But it was, at the end of the day, I finished it. I was like, wow, I just ate an entire potato. What a fat ass.
And then you had more potatoes because you got the pizza fries.
I did get the pizza fries. Those were actually fucking amazing. Those were, oh God.
Yeah, and they served those at the Woody Woodpecker's at the Woody
Yeah, we got
Woodpecker's
that the
Pizza
Woody
stop.
Woodpecker's Pizza Hut thing. Not a Pizza Hut, but like you know what I mean. It's a pizza restaurant themed to Woody Woodpecker.
It is kind of weird how like that's where like the cues for the scare zones were like in the Woody
In the kid
Woodpecker's
zone,
kid
in
zone.
like Curious George
Yeah,
and
like we
Barney.
literally passed by the Curious George Curious George playground, which I'm surprised that Universal still has that.
There was plans to demolish that and turn that into Nintendo Land, but then they're like, no, we're just going to make it an entirely new park, which
A new
I think
park next
works
to a
fine.
sewage treatment plant.
Yeah, that's a whole other kettle of fish before we get into that.
Mm.
What else did you enjoy about Halloween Horror Nights? Did you enjoy any of the scare zones or like any other houses that you really particularly enjoyed?
I mean, I kind of like the witch scare zone. I did like the scarecrow scare zone at
That
first.
we went through 5 times.
But we went through it like 5 times, and I really liked the part where that one scare actor scared you while you were holding your pizza fries, and it was right after I said, "Oh, don't worry, we're out of the scare zone."
I know. I was like, oh God,
I told you I would get you back for what you did to me.
Kevin, I've done so much to you. You have no idea how little that narrows it down. Yeah, no, we're leaving the scarecrow scare zone, like, and it was just like the path that our night took us through that exact scare zone 5 times. So I was so fucking bored with it by the time we went through the 5th time. But I'm trying to go through the scare zone. Scare actors are jumping out. I'm like, whatever. And then I finally get out and I was like, do I have time to eat my pizza fries without like, you know, getting scared and jumping them over? And Kevin goes, oh, don't worry, Connor. We're out of the scare zone. And then a woman with a chainsaw runs up and revs it in my fucking face. I was like, I'm gonna fucking kill you, Kevin.
Yeah, that's what you get for exposing my cringe theater bio stuff.
I mean, yeah, you did have that coming, so. Oh God, Jane.
Yeah, so that's what you get.
Sure. I mean, here's the thing. I paid to be scared, so I got what I paid for. So
yeah,
thank you.
You didn't pay to be scared while holding food, though.
Again, it was my own
dropping
fault.
Your food.
Here's the thing: when you're with a group of people, here's the thing: when you're with my friend Lauren, she's the queen of planning. She is meticulous, time organized, color coded to a T. She's like, okay, get your food. We're going to the next house. Move, move, move. So I was like, okay, well, time to go.
Did Lauren tell you about her technique of going through scare zones?
No.
How she just like holds her stomach.
Oh yeah, she holds the belly because she's pregnant. So like people are like, oh, don't like startle her. And I was like, what if we all just do that, like the maternity squad of Orlando? That was, oh God. Here's the thing, like Lauren is like one of the most fearless people I know. I've never seen her get legitimately scared at anything. So I thought she was having a terrible time, but she had a good time too. Oh God, what else did we see while we were there? We didn't do the Blumhouse house because neither of us saw any of the movies that were in that house.
No, neither of us saw the movies that were in it.
Yeah, and nobody in our group even saw them. Like nobody saw Freaky, nobody saw Black Phone. I think those are the only 2 movies in that house. Anyway.
Yeah, it was just those 2 movies.
Okay, but yeah, what else did we do? We saw the Halloween, we saw the Dead Man's Pier, we saw the Secrets of the Coven, or what was it? Like it was like these
the speakeasy witches.
Yeah, the witches take over a speakeasy and are like sacrificing men because they have it coming.
I support women's rights and wrongs.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can actually see Kevin took videos of us exiting all of the houses, being like,
not all of them. Some of them I missed.
Most of them, but you're like, Connor, what did you think of that house? And I'm like, I'm still processing it. Leave me the fuck alone.
We saw the Chupacabra house. Wait,
that was
Nick,
a good one.
Nick, can you pull up what a clip from the Chupacabra house?
Oh God, I don't think he even watched the videos, Kevin. I think he's just got.
Well, I don't know. Just play something.
Here's the thing. Let's pull up the videos and you describe what's happening. How about that? Okay, let's go.
Okay, this is the opening ceremony.
Yes. Oh yeah, you see the witches coming out and being like, "We have the Pumpkin Lord, yes."
Except we can't see that because we're too far back.
Yeah, I think we can actually skip this video.
Yeah, the only interesting thing is that a big ball of fire.
Yeah, they literally set up a column of fire, which I thought was pretty cool. Oh yeah, the Pumpkin Lord was really cool though. I did take like a quick little 8-second video, but I didn't want to put it on here. But it's literally just this like orange demon with these like swirly ram horns coming out of his head, emerging from this giant pumpkin. And he just looks really cool. I think he's like a new icon that they just did this year.
Oh yeah, and I think that's his voice right now.
Yes, it is. Oh man, this was really cool. I'm glad we got as close to the gate as we did.
Yeah.
Especially considering half of our group was at Starbucks. Here we go.
Oh, there it is. There's the
there
fire.
It is.
Yep.
And you could feel it from where we were standing. That was an intense flame.
Yeah.
That was really cool. All right. Do we have? I know we have other videos, right?
Yeah. There's the pumpkin.
Oh, there he is.
Not Pumpkin King though. That's Disney.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Oh, and the fucking witch lady. She was awesome. And then there's you. You just sound like, what are you doing?
And then the scariest thing of all, the minions.
No, the scariest thing of all was Jimmy Fallon.
No, you know what Allison said that I should have done for that TikTok? I should have taken a video of the Fast and Furious ride.
Oh, the most frightening thing you'll encounter is family. Oh God.
No, the most frightening thing you'll encounter is a shitty ride.
Oh, God, I really don't know how it's lasted this long, but they put the money into it. They're gonna get the money out of it.
They just built it.
I know. They tore down Twister to build that. Which
no, not Twister. No, they tore down the Beetlejuice. Earthquake and Beetlejuice.
Yeah, the Beetlejuice like experience. The only thing remaining of that is like a snack stand called Graveyard Treats.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So sad.
Yeah, a lot of like the stuff from Universal's past has been like repurposed. Like the building where the Ghostbusters used to live, like is now like a ride path for Rip Ride Rockets.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, the fire station.
Oh, that's what that fire station is. Oh.
Yeah, it used to be the Ghostbusters headquarters.
I don't remember actually seeing that show live in person.
I do know every now and then they'll bring the Ecto-1, the car, like out for like not a meet and greet, but like a drive down Hollywood Boulevard or whatever it is. But like there's no show anymore, so it's just them like waving at people, which is still cute. Do we have another video, or was that?
Okay, there's more of that. This was technically a scare zone, right? This was the pumpkin scare zone.
That was like the witch coven scare zone.
No, that was the pumpkin scare zone.
I mean, it was the archway with the pumpkins, but like there was no.
Yeah, and then there was the witch coven scare zone, which we passed by where they were doing their little. None of the scare actors were scaring us.
Wait, you are right. Show. Yes, you are right. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, and then there's that really tall, and then there was that really sexy demon man.
Yes, he was fun. Oh man, it was so dark out at that point. I didn't think to take any photos because I didn't think they would show up. But yeah, that scare zone was really cool. You know, for the amount of times we went through the Scarecrow one, we don't have a single video of it because we could probably recreate it from memory now.
I probably do.
Oh man. Did we have another one, if I'm not mistaken?
That was so scary, wasn't it?
Absolutely horrifying.
Absolutely horrifying, yeah.
No context for what the house was, just Kevin being like, scary, right? Yes, spoopy. Good job.
I think it was the Halloween one.
I think so, but I can't be certain because you didn't say which house it was. So
yeah. We also went to the Chupacabra house, and I called them capybaras because of Mac Does It.
Aye. The joke's funny exactly once.
That house was pretty cool because there were both scare actors and animatronics.
Yes, that was. I do love a good animatronic, and you did get the Chupacabra like jumping out at you and snarling and shit.
The Chupacabra was like depicted as like mammalian, which is kind of unusual.
I was saying like I don't know why I have this image, but I think it's from Dexter's Lab. I think they portrayed the
Dexter's Lab is definitely not the only time the Chupacabra has been depicted as being reptilian.
I thought so. So I was like, I really don't know, but it was still cool. I really enjoyed it. What else?
I wish we got this.
Spooky, Connor.
Spooky Tookie.
Again, no context for what we just waited. It's just Kevin being like, "Camera, Connor, say a thing."
Yeah. That's exactly what that was.
Oh, God, I think. Oh, God, I don't even know what house you were coming out from that one.
Well, it was a little later. I think that was the when we came out of the witch one.
The which one? Okay.
Yeah. You know what one I wish we went to? I wish we went to the bug one.
We told you at the beginning of this, like, I don't care how much bad you want to go, we'll go with you like to the opening of the line, but we're not going to that house.
Why, Connor? Because you're afraid? That's the whole point.
Yeah, but like that's not even like an afraid thing. That's just a gross out factor, and I would rather be scared than grossed out, you know?
Oh God.
Yeah, because like a lot of these houses that do like, ooh, it's like bodies hanging in the ceiling and like guts all over the floor. I'm like, that's not fear. That's like
wait. We need to talk about the Weekend house.
Oh, the Weekend house. That's right. Oh my God. This was like the crown jewel of Halloween Horror Nights.
Yes.
Like, I don't know the Weekend like at all outside of the song like Starboy, but this was an absolute banger.
Wait, you don't know Blinding Lights?
If I did, I probably don't know it's the Weekend. But this house was, first of all, it starts out cool because the line to get into the house is like a giant concert venue, like spotlights, rave lights, like
and it smells like cheap weed.
Yeah, it was very. I didn't think that was part of the attraction, but then like I was like, maybe it is. I don't know. But we got
And also before we got to this ride, I'm like the lines for like
Kevin.
all of the houses. They were playing on projections. They were playing the Weekend's music videos,
which was kind of cool for context going in, because once I was in the ride, why do we keep calling them rides? Once we were in the house, I was like, oh, that's the woman from the video with the cheap wig.
Yeah.
Oh, Kevin had this weird. Oh God, Kevin did this weird thing where like there's one scene in the Weekend house where there's like a nurse character. Kevin, go ahead and explain it. You can do
okay, so I heard on Nicole Byers and Sashir Zameda's podcast, Best Friends, when they were interviewing Mono Agapian and Betsy Sidaro, they mentioned that in the Weekend house, now this might have just been in the Universal Hollywood version of the house, but supposedly there's a scene where a nurse is holding the Weekend's head and asks them, do you think he's hot? And like there was a part where a nurse with like bandages on her head did like play with the Weekend's head and like show it, but I couldn't hear what she was saying. I had no idea if
saying anything.
Yeah, I don't know if she was.
She definitely wasn't.
Yeah, it's too loud.
But Kevin was like, we're in line for the house, and he's like, what am I gonna say to her? What, like, how am I gonna respond to her? Like, he's trying to like one up her with a joke or something, and it was just like
trying to one up her. Connor.
It was weird. You're trying to have like a character interaction, like you're meeting fucking Snow White. Meanwhile, the guy who's in the house, the attendant, is like, sir, you got to keep moving. Come on, let's go. Like Kevin's like trying to like turn around and like talk to her, and he's like, no, keep going.
I don't know. I thought that was gonna be a thing, but it wasn't.
It was not. Oh my goodness.
Nope. She's just playing with the Weekend's head.
Which, fair enough. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So wait. So we didn't actually talk about the house itself.
Yes.
Okay. So like you come in, and the Weekend is strapped to an electric chair.
Yeah, and he's got like all these monitors around his head that are projecting like clips from his music video. I get like it's like sucking the ideas out of his head or something. I
guess. Yeah, and then you go into this room where he's performing on a stage in front of these like masked people.
They've got these like glittery diamond encrusted masks,
and they're all lunging at you. They're like, ah!
Yeah,
for some reason.
And then there's this woman dancing in front of him. She's minding her own business, vibing. He just comes up and slits her throat.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I was just like, okay, cool. Respect for women, I guess. But then, like, the rest of the house, like, digs through, like, some of his other videos. Because, like, as we were watching those videos, like, on the projections around the park, I was like, a lot of these read just, like, straight-up horror movies. It makes perfect sense that they would turn him into a Horror Nights house. So, it was definitely very, very cool.
The woman with the cheap wig, she jumped at us with the axe that she decapitated.
And then one point, she also had the Weekend's head in her hand. Like, oh man, it was definitely a really cool time.
And then there was a Weekend, then there was like a lizard person version of the Weekend.
Yeah, I didn't get that one. I didn't see that music video, I guess.
Yeah, but, I guess we didn't see that one.
If you are interested in any of these houses that we've described, there are plenty of videos on YouTube. Like, check out Universal Orlando Halloween Horror Nights 2022. I definitely check them out. Like, also the event is still running until Halloween, so like if you feel like spending $120,
you might have time to see it if you haven't already.
Oh god, speaking of time, Kevin, we're over an hour of talking. Do you think maybe we should probably say goodnight.
Yeah, I guess we should wrap it up.
I don't want people to get bored of us. That's my biggest fear.
Yeah.
But again, please follow us on all social medias. We're going to be uploading lots of videos and photos that we did not get to talk about in today's episode, specifically the stuff that Kevin posted or took and did not get to talk about. All social medias at Fruity Cereal, Fruity like the fruit, cereal like the killer. Kevin, where can we follow you?
You can follow me on Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and Letterboxd at It's Kevin O'Lear. That's ITSKEVINOLEAR. And you can find me on YouTube at Kevo Productions.
And you can find me, Connor, on Twitter at Connor K or Connor F from LI, on TikTok at Connor K Fits 92. And yeah, thank you guys so much. We missed you while we were down in Florida.
We missed you so much.
We'll be back to our normal schedule next Monday at 9 a.m. on the Empty the Bitch podcast
and
network.
Wait, Connor.
Yes.
Is it next Monday?
Next Monday's the big one. Halloween. I don't have a costume. I don't have a costume, Kevin. I'm going to be flying blind. We'll see what I whip up at some point. But yeah, that will. Oh boy, here we go. We're in the final countdown.
Okay.
But we will see you guys next Monday at 9 a.m. Have a good day, and we missed you. We love you. You are special. You matter.
Happy noon.
Happy noon. Bye-bye.